For decades, you've been told a terrifying lie. Maps draw a neat, deadly triangle across the Atlantic. But the ocean doesn't respect boundaries drawn by human fear. Within these specific 500,000 square miles of water, normal logic breaks down. Hundreds of ships and aircraft have crossed into this zone, never to return. It is a place where paradise instantly twists into a nightmare. Clear skies can transform into a localized, violent atmospheric trap in less than 100 seconds. The records go back centuries, filled with frantic final journal entries from experienced captains. They all describe the exact same phenomenon, a sudden, terrifying loss of control. Beneath the surface lies a chaotic topography deeper than the Grand Canyon. What happens down there directly alters the physical properties of the water above. Navies across the world officially refuse to recognize the name Bermuda Triangle on their charts. Yet, their finest vessels navigate this sector with extreme caution. To understand the truth, we must strip away the myths of sea monsters and aliens. We must look at the brutal, unyielding science of the Oceanic Frontier. The modern legend officially began on a clear afternoon in December 1945. 5 elite United States Navy bombers took off on a routine training mission. The flight leader, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, was a highly experienced combat veteran. It was supposed to be a simple, 2-hour flight over the shallow Bahamas banks. 1 hour into the flight, the radio static crackled to life at the base. Taylor reported that both of his compasses had suffered a catastrophic, simultaneous failure. The ocean below had completely changed appearance, losing all recognizable landmarks. Taylor stated on the open radio line, quote, "We don't know which way is west." Base operators tried desperately to guide them back, but the radio signals were heavily distorted. It was as if an invisible wall was actively swallowing the radio waves. As the sun set, the temperature dropped and fuel ran dangerously low. The last muffled transmission recorded Taylor ordering his men to prepare to ditch into the freezing dark sea. A massive rescue plane with a crew of 13 was instantly deployed to find them. Minutes after takeoff, that rescue plane vanished from radar screens as well. 6 aircraft and 27 men disappeared in a single evening. A massive multi-day naval search found absolutely nothing, not a single piece of floating metal or life vest. But planes are not the only victims claimed by these waters. Long before aviation, the Triangle was already known as a graveyard for massive wooden and iron ships. In March 1918, the USS Cyclops, a massive naval collier carrying over 300 people, sailed directly into the heart of the Triangle Zone. She possessed a state-of-the-art radio system and had ample fuel reserves. Yet, she never sent out a single distress call or SOS signal before vanishing completely. The US Navy official report stated that there have been few disappearances more baffling. No wreckage has ever been located by deep-sea sonar teams to this day. Even more terrifying are the ghost ships found perfectly intact, sails fully set, but with every single crew member completely missing without explanation. In these eerie cases, personal items, valuable cargo, and safety lifeboats were left entirely behind. It was as if the crew simply vanished into thin air mid-sentence. These historical vanishings fueled decades of wild theories, from localized black holes to remnants of the lost city of Atlantis pulling objects down. But real science has finally begun to crack open the mystery, revealing a series of lethal natural phenomena working together in perfect harmony. The first major scientific breakthrough points directly to the ocean floor. The continental shelf here sits on top of massive, ancient reservoirs of frozen methane hydrates. Underwater seismic shifts or minor tremors can rupture these delicate natural pockets. When they crack open, billions of cubic feet of pressurized gas blast upward into the ocean. As this massive column of methane gas rises, it drastically reduces the overall density of the water. The sea loses its natural buoyancy entirely. If a ship happens to be sailing directly over an erupting methane pocket, it cannot float. The vessel drops like a heavy concrete block straight down into the abyss within seconds. Because the water turns into a low-density foam, it completely fills the sinking ship's interior cabins instantly, leaving zero time for the crew to deploy survival equipment. The danger doesn't stop at the surface. This massive cloud of methane gas continues rising straight up into the air paths where airplanes fly. This highly concentrated gas starves aircraft engines of vital oxygen, causing immediate, catastrophic power failure. The planes stall and fall out of the sky instantly. Once the erupting gas dissipates into the upper atmosphere, the dense ocean water rushes back in, sealing the graves of the victims under a flat blue blanket. But methane gas explosions only explain part of the mystery. The Bermuda Triangle is also the absolute perfect breeding ground for a different killer, rogue waves. These are not ordinary storm waves. Rogue waves are sudden, massive walls of water that stand over 100 feet tall and appear completely without warning. The powerful Gulf Stream current runs directly through the center of the triangle. When massive storms moving from the north smash into this fast-moving current, water piles up. Multiple waves from completely different storm fronts collide here at precise, dangerous angles. Their energy combines, creating a single, towering monster wave. A standard modern ship is built to withstand normal storm pressures. But a 100-foot rogue wave hits with a crushing force of over 100 tons per square meter. It snaps heavy steel hulls instantly like cheap plastic toys. The ship is broken into pieces and swallowed by the sea in less than 60 seconds. Because these waves hit with such rapid, immense force, crews cannot transmit coordinates. The wreckage is quickly buried under moving underwater sands, hidden forever. It creates a clean crime scene. 1 minute a vessel is sailing safely, and the next, it has been wiped completely from the face of the earth. There is another, more insidious factor hidden inside this geographic puzzle, a strange phenomenon known as magnetic variation. The Bermuda Triangle is one of the rare places on Earth where a magnetic compass points directly to true north instead of magnetic north. If a navigator doesn't calculate this specific regional variation into their flight plan, they will drift dangerously off course by several miles for every hour of travel. To an unsuspecting pilot flying at night or through dense clouds, this minor mathematical discrepancy feels like their instruments are actively lying to them. Once off course, pilots fly out over the deep Atlantic Trench. There are no island landmarks, no coastal lights, and absolutely no visual references to fix their position. The area also experiences frequent localized space weather anomalies. Solar flares hit this specific geographic sector harder, causing temporary electronic blackouts. Combine magnetic variation with a sudden electronic failure, and even the most seasoned veteran pilot becomes a completely blind hostage to the elements. Human error, induced by a deceptive magnetic landscape, is responsible for more disappearances here than any supernatural force ever could be. Satellite meteorology has recently uncovered a hidden atmospheric weapon operating over these waters, giant hexagonal clouds. These strange geometric clouds act as massive atmospheric top-down bombs. They generate powerful, localized blasts of air known as microbursts. These microbursts shoot down from the upper atmosphere at speeds exceeding 170 miles per hour, creating localized, inescapable downward air currents. When these high-speed winds slam into the ocean surface, they instantly generate massive, unpredictable wave networks that can easily flip smaller ocean vessels. An aircraft caught inside a microburst has zero warning. The sheer force of the downward air current can rip wings off smaller civilian planes within seconds. These atmospheric events are highly localized and can vanish in less than 10 minutes, leaving behind no radar trace for meteorologists to study. A plane can be knocked straight out of the sky into the water, and 10 minutes later, another flight passes over the exact same spot in perfect peace. When we look at global maritime statistics, the true, final answer to the Bermuda Triangle mystery becomes completely clear. This region is actually one of the most heavily trafficked shipping and flight lanes in the entire world, connecting Europe, the Americas, and the Caribbean. The world's largest insurance companies have analyzed decades of accident data. Their conclusion is unanimous: this zone has no higher percentage of accidents than any other open sea lane. The mystery was largely manufactured by mid-century writers who cherry-picked normal maritime accidents and combined them into a single, sensationalized supernatural legend. The ocean doesn't harbor an ancient curse. It simply possesses a combination of intense, unpredictable natural forces that punishes human error without mercy. The sea still hides secrets deeper than our wildest myths. Hit subscribe, and let's cross the oceanic frontier together to discover exactly what lies beneath.